love the game. I love the hustle, man. Be feeling like one of the ball playing niggas, you know, Bird, Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dope. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man.
That's right. If we leave, are y'all still gonna love us? Yes, y'all will, because we always bringing that goddamn entertainment. So, welcome back to another great episode of Two Cigars and a Blunt. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
And this is your recovering Pharaoh King.
Yeah, not sounding like Barry White today. Tim Dog from Be More Careful what state you go to, because you might come back sick. Ain't that right, Pharaoh?
Super villain, conspiracy brother number one, your mama's favorite, your grandmama's favorite, the universe's favorite, goddamn it.
Even your uncle.
I can't help who love me, Tim. Man, I tell you, I can't help who love me.
Before we get into how we always start our podcast off, why Tim Dog look like he in a Puffy video every time he turns and his shirt shines and shit? I'm just waiting for you to
bring back the shiny suits.
I'm just waiting for you. I'm just waiting to hear Puffy over your shoulder say. I'm just waiting to hear Puffy over your shoulder say, "Take that." What you
right.
Around the world
hey, you gotta have the shimmy in there, man. You gotta put the shimmy in there too.
hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If this is your first time ever checking us out, this is how we always start our podcast off. We always got to ask the brothers, how was the day? Conspiracy brother, how was your day, my brother?
It's Friday, so you already know. My day was lovely. I did exactly what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
What I wanted to do.
I hear you. Why am I laughing? Because it's exactly what you wanted to do.
His name? You said you wanted to do it. What's his name?
Which is nothing.
Down the street. Down the street. We don't even know what the hell it was.
That's what I'm saying. So why got me laughing? I don't know what it is. But.
He didn't say what he wanted to do. He just said what he wanted to do.
I got you.
And it was lovely.
I guess
what
so,
was his
man.
name?
Well, keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Punch the clown. We don't know.
Exactly.
God damn it.
Tim Dog, man. How was your day, my brother?
Man, my day started out lovely. And believe it or not, I got up a little late today because I was not feeling so well. And then, I just got up and did some cleaning and talked to my son. And that was really the highlight of my day, talking to him and asking about my grandson. As you can see, he's in the background. But it was a wonderful day at the end. And believe it or not, I was looking forward to tonight's show. I look forward to every show because you fellas, y'all my fam, and it's the highlight of my day every Wednesday and Friday.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, you talk about family, man. When I was putting together and getting everything ready for the show tonight, my cousin called me from Colorado, man. We talked. He was gonna let me go, but we talked about a good 35, 45 minutes, and it's nothing like family, man. Just talking and hearing each other's voice because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So enjoy your family while you got the chance to. My main man, Pharaoh King, man. My cousin Gary. Make sure I shout him out, Gary. His name is George. But we call it. His name is George, but we call him Gary. I don't know why.
What the hell?
I don't know.
I understand both of them start with a G, but that's
the shit I would do. I don't know a name, I make it up. But
y'all, David George.
We going left. Whoever did that.
Yeah, we call him. His name is George, but we call him Gary. Yeah.
That's some country shit. We just gonna change him. We don't like George. We like Gary. Goddamn Gary.
Your name Pookie.
But see, I would say this before we come to you, Pharaoh. What it is, his classmates, they call him George now. They call him George, but family members call him Gary.
Man,
it don't make it any better.
Yeah. Nope. I'm just saying,
don't
man.
Make any sense.
So shout out to my cousin, man. We talked for 35 minutes, man. Always great talking to him. Always great talking to him. Matter of fact, he said he was sitting out on the back porch today in Colorado Springs. The weather's like 64 degrees, smoking a cigar and having a drink. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My main man, Pharaoh King. How was your day, my brother?
Well, let me back up to Wednesday when we was doing the sports show. Yeah, I told you I was recovering from the trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday morning, I had a hard time sleeping Wednesday night. Thursday morning, I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going down to the ER. Well, actually, I tried to make an appointment. It was until March I can get one. That's way too far. So let me go down to the ER. So I get in there, and I tell them what's going on, and lo and behold, they give me a COVID test. And I was like, yeah, just give me a COVID test just in case. But they give me some medicine. I get out of there about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm back at the house. 11:30, doctor calls me talking about I'm positive for COVID.
Damn.
I'm sitting there like, what the hell? How the hell I get positive for COVID? I don't remember being around anybody. I know some people were sick, but anyway.
You get your COVID shot?
So you already know I got all that stuff. So fast forward, I text everybody, let them know what happened. I'm gonna be out for 2 days.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, my OIC takes back talking about that's been going around. Here when you come back, this is what the protocols are, which is wear your mask 7 days when you come back.
Yeah.
And it hit me. This joker been wearing a mask for 2 weeks.
Got those stupid ass.
So I'm thinking in my head, like, that's kind of odd that he would tell me that. And then I text my boy Cope. I let him know what happened. Cope is like, ain't that a bitch? He been running around this.
Yeah, it's been going around.
Hey, since the holidays too, man.
So what you trying to say, Farrell? He tried to tell you something? Motherfucker, you caught it from me. Yeah, you caught it from me.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, ain't this a bitch?
Oh, yeah, man.
So long story short, I think I got this is the second time I've had it, and both times I've got it from nurses at their job.
There it is, man. It's funny, man. COVID is still out, and now you don't get the days off. It's part of the thing now. Oh, what's up, Miss Paula? What's going on, Miss Paula? Yeah.
So long story short, people, you see somebody walking around with a mask on, go the opposite goddamn direction. That's what I'm Also, I would like to send healing energy to my Kamai family in Long Beach, LBC. I'm still thinking about you guys. Want you to know we out there thinking about you, and to extend our prayers to Erica, the lab tech. She lost her father this past couple of days. Yeah, so she's dealing with a loss of a family member too, and I told her I was going to shout her out with the group tonight. Healing energy to her.
Condolences. Yeah. As for me, fellas, man, the day went well. I can't complain. Like I say, like the spiritual brother always says, Friday, man, ready to have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun with the brothers on the show. But other than that, hey, just happy to be alive. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
Man, I was going to start the show off a certain way, but Pharaoh, you brought up a good point. You brought up about the COVID thing.
Yeah.
And I ain't even did no damn questions on this one. Like I say, great minds think alike. Because this guy is in charge of the healthcare thing. Yeah, HHS. What does it stand for, Tim Dawg?
Health and Human Services.
There it is. And this motherfucker said this. And he was talking about COVID, Pharaoh King. So that's why I say great minds think alike.
I mean, for me, I said this when we came in, and I said, I don't care what happens, I'm going to a meeting every day.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not scared of a germ. You know, I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats. And I know this disease will kill me. Right. Like if I don't treat it, which means going to meetings every day, it's just bad for my life.
Yeah, Pharaoh, like you say, you talking about the COVID situation. That's the guys in charge over, and basically he was talking about his addiction, and he was still going to the meetings because he needs to go to the meetings. But it goes back to what you saying, Pharaoh. He didn't care about the COVID, and definitely don't care about the vaccine because he's one of the people that say don't take the vaccine. So
care for COVID though. He said you gotta snort the cocaine off the toilet.
Off the toilet seat.
Wait. I got it, y'all. I got it. We've all seen the movie. We've all seen the movie World War Z.
Yeah.
When Brad Pitt went in and stuck himself with all that shit to keep them damn zombies from detecting him, that is RFK Jr. Because if you snort cocaine off the toilet seats, you're a walking antidote. That's all I can. There's nothing gonna kill you when you do that.
I ain't caught nothing, baby. I'm immune to everything.
So we don't know what toilet seat he went on.
We know which ones.
Those are club toilet seats too.
I love honesty, man.
Just
I love
say
when
no.
you're honest about your shit. I snorted cocaine off the toilet seat, goddamn.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about there, Pharaoh. You know, you talk about the COVID thing, but he was basically doing what you saying that some of those nurses and other people was doing during the time of the pandemic. They wasn't worried about catching anything, and also they wasn't worried about. I want to hate to say the word infect other people, but that's what he could have done. And for me, you know, like I say, I lost family members to COVID, man. That is something that still hit hard. And to hear somebody that's supposed to be over the health and human services say something like that, it's to me, it's disingenuous. Your thoughts on Pharaoh?
That's what are we surprised about, man? On the street and panel, everything that's going on in the government, that's above us, our pay grades, is not exceptional. So why not add another piece to the madness? And this guy can't even make a complete sentence before it sounds like he about to pass out from smoking and snorting shit off the toilet seat. So
he was trying to get back to the toilet seat.
Yeah, so what are we talking about? He just sold his soul to the devil. You know what I mean? I'm saying, Tim, you know, all laughing aside, man, these people are a joke within themselves. And for them to even have the nerve to get in front of people, especially 30 million, you know, United States citizens, to say some idiotic shit like that, when, like you said, Ministry, people have lost family and friends to this disease that we know nothing, no cure about, is preposterous, man. So, you know, fuck him and everybody around him that believes in this shit. And if you want to call it a virus, a germ, which is whatever you want to call it, it's still not good for you.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It
doesn't matter. You're right.
The same way. It's just
right. It don't make me feel better because you know, snorted cocaine off the toilet seat. I ain't gonna do that.
He studied at the University of Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that movie, that cartoon, Osmosis Jones. Yeah. Goddamn, you went back on that one, boy. You back on
that was Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock. Yeah, no, you heard like Pharaoh say, man. Pharaoh said exactly how I thought, because he called it a germ, but we know it's actually a virus. And basically he's saying, I guess everything that he done before coronavirus came about, shit, that's why he's not afraid of no, like he say, germ, because he did say he snort cocaine off a toilet. God damn. But to say things like that, and like I say to Pharaoh, he's in charge of the Health and Human Services. You should think that he would not say something so idiotic. Your thoughts?
Hey, he was saying it before. Remember, he ran for president. Under Democrat, then he went to independent, and then he decided to join forces with the devil himself.
Became a Republican. Yeah.
So to me, when he made that statement, he was high when he said that. Like he said, right before going to a meeting, he snorting shit. I mean, right. like everyone said, who does that? Who says that except a person who knows that nothing's going to happen to him? And the president knows his ideology on this, and he hired him anyway to destroy the confidence in America's health, to make everything controversial. Yeah, we may not get along politically, but I like that idea. Let's run with it. And he always says, excuse me, he's not a doctor. So if he's not a doctor, why in the hell are people taking advice from him?
Yeah. And with that being said, a lot of people are against vaccines now. And of course, we had eradicated measles, but now measles is back in the picture. And this guy, he's an advocate for people not to take vaccines. But then you got somebody else in the Trump administration, and Dr. Oz. He's telling people now that the measles outbreak is getting out of hand to take the vaccines. So now they want you to take the vaccine so that they could control measles. But these are the people that the Trump administration have telling people like us to do what they say, but then they really don't know. But I did like something that you said in what you said about him. He was speaking his truth though, and he hasn't backed down from that yet about speaking his truth. Your thoughts on Conspiracy Brother?
Like I said, that's one thing I give them guys credit for. They be honest with the shit that they say. So you gotta at least give them credit for that. He say he don't believe in the shit. He ain't gonna sugarcoat the shit. He say he don't want you to. But the good thing is he hadn't taken people's free will choice away from them being able to get it if that's what they choose to do. So, like you said, he ain't no goddamn doctor. So don't listen to those coke snorting ass.
Coke, heroin, and meth.
He a junkie. I'm still in meetings. I ain't got my shit together. I'm a junkie. But it's like he can't respect titles.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, man, Tim Dog, you said it earlier that he was a Democrat, then he became a Republican. But Pharaoh, man, I guess when they talk about don't take the vaccines, and then you have kids getting the measles, dying, for me that's a no-brainer for me as a personal person. If I had small kids, I'm not going to listen to, like y'all say, a person that's not a doctor. And they actually taking those guys' advice, and then when their kids die, then they're going to blame the government. You understand what I'm saying, Pharaoh? Can you speak to that a little bit?
Well, let's say this too. I know a few people that have decided to do that before this even came about with their children. Now, like I said, that's a personal opinion. That's a personal thought process of how they want to raise their children. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But with that being said, when you have too many people, put it like this, when you have facts that some vaccines are definitely worked and have caused, the decline in whatever the situation is, you can't deny the science behind that, because science has prolonged mortality rate in the human race.
Yeah,
we know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Now, some things I'm not going to play with. One is measles. Another one is what's that? Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yeah.
Was it rubella?
Yeah.
Sickle cell. But measles.
Sickle cell. They didn't care about because it affected us in Native America.
Well, that's true. That's true. But once again, that's something that the African hereditary tree had to eradicate measles. I mean, what do you call that again?
The sickle cell.
No, sickle cell. It was sickle cell came about because of what's that?
The shape of the cells is a disc.
No, when you can't bend your neck for it, it's because it's in South Korea too, in Korea as well.
Sclerosis.
No, it's when you get it's a of your spinal. It's cause your spinal fluid.
Spinal bifida.
We need a math professor on here for this one because we don't know.
It starts with M, man. Come on, guys.
Don't worry about it. You
M.
know, my teeth too big. My teeth too big to try to say the word. So
Anyway, sickle cell anemia was developed to stop that disease in Africans.
okay, then.
That's the
All right.
reason why that the body that eradicated that disease.
Well,
But with all this vaccines and stuff, it's caused it to be a problem now because it has nothing to combat.
yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
Pharaoh,
what is it called,
I need you to Google that for me and find out what it is. Conspiracy brother, man. What are your thoughts on vaccines? You know, I know you on a different path. What are your thoughts on vaccines? And because you know you have small children, what are your thoughts?
Some of them I let them get, and some of them I really don't. You know, the ones that can do damage, but like the flu and all that shit like that, like, yeah, I really don't do that.
But is it something that you researched and then you came up with? Because like they say with the measles,
Malaria, guys, malaria.
malaria. Okay.
Oh, malaria.
That's mosquitoes. Yeah, malaria.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Man, you got me thinking something else. I can say malaria. I got big teeth. My teeth can say malaria.
Meningitis. Or something.
Yeah, shit like that. So, but the serious question, conspiracy brother. How do you rate them though? So, like the measles, okay, they need to get that one. Chicken pox or whatever. That's how you go about it. Or if it's too personal, man. If it's too personal, you won't have to say anything about it.
If it's something that can prevent them from dying and suffering, then yeah. But you know, if they get the flu, you know, shit, you get sick.
Yeah. Well, I know they gave you the live flu. When you get the vaccine, it's actually the flu they're giving you so that it can combat your body and whatnot. But Tim, with that being said, like you say, this guy, and now Dr. Oz is basically telling people to take the vaccine because kids are dying. They believe what is it called? The pack thing, that if everybody get it,
herd immunity.
Herd immunity. There it is. God damn it, Tim Dove. I'm gonna give you. Usually you get the other button, but you get a bomb this time. Yeah, the herd immunity. Do you believe in that, Tim Dog?
Yeah, I mean it can happen, but on a scale as far as the people we have now, it would take too long. And
yeah,
But the question I need to ask them is, why weren't y'all saying anything about vaccines when they were doing something in eradicating diseases and taking care of our children? There was no talk about, we need to stop doing this because it gives you all these diseases and makes your kids dumb. And no, it only became an issue when you put the president felon 40 when he was 45 in and put that notion in your head about vaccines. Then when he got COVID, then he couldn't retract it, but he tried to show toughness by taking the mask off, saying, yeah, see, I'm here. But no, the reality is you need that shit in order to survive some of it. I don't understand what conspiracy brothers saying, flu shot, because your body has a natural immune system that'll probably take care of it. Yeah. But when you're a certain age and you have certain pre-existing conditions, that stuff doesn't help. Your body can't help you, so you need that assistant. And for him to keep saying he's not a doctor, but yet he's putting out all these recommendations, and people aren't challenging him on that. Why would you say that? You're not a doctor. You didn't go to school for that. What is your basis of saying it? And they asking the wrong questions, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say who it is. A friend of mine, I talked to him the other day. I got to go get my shingle shot because he told me he got shingles. I got to go get my shot now.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that.
2-shot series.
I get my second one on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm about to go get mine now. I'm about to go get mine now.
That's right, you better go get it.
When he or she, see, I always say, when he or she told me that, I'm like, I need to go get my shingle shot down because the doctor did tell me I need to get mine. Because like
that
you
ain't
say,
shit
Tim,
to be fucking with.
No, like you say, Tim Dog, at a certain age, if you want to be here long or long term, you need to do some of the things that some of these doctors suggest. So with that, man,
that's right.
Okay, man, good conversation, man. You brought it up and you didn't even know we was going to talk about it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Great minds think alike.
Except for his. Ooh, and that bomb.
There it is, boy. The bomb is the word. You just mad because you can't have a bomb on your side. Man, moving along, man.
Fuck you.
I want us to stay on the part of entertainment for a little bit longer, because I want to close out with a little bit of politics. But I heard this, and not Pharaoh, but Screechy brother, I know you mess around with music, and we all love hip hop music. We all love R&B, some country. But this guy is basically saying that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should not have hip hop in it.
Dude?
The fact that, for instance, Iron Maiden is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they can sell out stadiums, and Grandmaster Flash is.
Right.
Ice Cube and I had a back and forth, and he's a bright guy, and I respect what he's done. It's not my music. It doesn't speak my language. And I said in print many times, hip hop does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, nor does opera, symphony orchestras. How come the New York Philharmonic doesn't get the Rock and Roll? Because it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But he shot back and said, no, it's the spirit of rock and roll. Okay, fine. So Ice Cube and Grandmaster Flash and all these guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I just want to know when Led Zeppelin's going to be in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, really? No. Music has labels because it describes an approach. By and large, rap, hip hop, is a spoken word art. And you put, beats in back of it, and somebody comes up with a musical phrase, but it's verbal. There are some melodies, but by and large, it's a verbal thing. It's rhyming and all that. And I know Eminem can go, I wish him more success. I really don't give a fuck. It just doesn't speak to me with the genius of being able to put words and music and arrange it. It's much more complex.
It's much more complex what he's saying, the conspiracy brother. First they edited a little part, because he said that hip hop music doesn't really care for it because I'm not ghetto. So that part they skipped over. So he did say that hip hop is basically ghetto and he's not ghetto. So I want to make sure that gets out there. But conspiracy brother, you're a musician. You do beats, you do music. Do you agree with what he's saying about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should not have other style of music in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I kind of agree with him, because it's like I said, it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then they didn't do it. I can see if they had ties to doing things with rock and roll, and that was maybe a part of their careers that didn't get
collaborations.
But for them just to say, just because they were good hip hop artists, they need to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I can agree with him on that. There's a hip hop Hall of Fame, I'm assuming, and an R&B Hall of Fame. And like you said, there's genre. That's why there's genre of music, and then there's the overall Hall of Fame, I guess. I don't fucking know what they got with the Hall of Fames, but I can understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there, conspiracy brother. But Pharaoh said that, why the hell are we talking about this dude?
No.
No, I know. Listen what I'm about to say, because once you hear what I got to say, hopefully you agree with me. He's thinking the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just about rock and roll. But
that's what I'm gonna say.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is about music. So
right.
I want to hear what you got to say, Pharaoh. But should they change the name from Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to the Music Hall of Fame? Would that encompass everything, and then we won't have this issue about who should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and who should be out? Now go, Pharaoh.
No, it should not be changed, because black people invented the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The first inductees were black people.
Yeah.
With Hall of Fame, and it didn't distinguish that you had to have a certain type of music to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is just people enjoy music at whatever genre that they have. Aretha Franklin got honorable mention in there. You got the Beatles, you have Chuck Berry, you have Little Richard, you have James Brown. Is he rock and roll? He ain't playing no rock and roll, even though some of his music was rock and roll.
Yeah.
So with that being said, no, he's wrong because he had to wear makeup to get in that shit. Without the makeup,
the cross dress.
right, wearing bricks on his feet to look crazy, he wouldn't have got in. So with that being said, a lot of stuff is being taken out of context because of what they think a genre of music is, because it says Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when it was invented purely from black people. So no, keep it where it is. Learn your history before you start talking about shit, and maybe you would understand why these people are there and you're not.
Yeah, Kiss is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, I'm just saying people who have something to say about it.
Okay. Yeah. But Tim Dog, you heard what both of them say. What do you say about it?
I mean, they're both right, but at the same time, Gene Simmons, we all know, what kind of a Republican he is. He's a Donald Trump Republican. He believes in the white supremacy race and all that bullshit. But I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as everyone said, it's about music. I mean, we have the Grammys, which is about music. But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, believe it or not, was invented by black entertainers. Just like you said, Man on the Street. And for him to associate it with just that one genre of music, you can't do that. Talking about why it's opera in that. And the thing that really got me is when he said hip hop is spoken word because it rhymes. Wait a minute now. If that's the case, then all genre of music is it rhymes and it's spoken word. Am I not correct? I mean, you take poetry and add music to it. Is it not music? It's not.
Shit, Smokey Robinson is in. If I'm not mistaken, Smokey Robinson is in there. So he didn't know that rock and roll.
But once again, we have someone with a superiority complex about their race and thinking that the white race is being neglected or taken over, just like that motherfucker at the Senate hearing talking about, can you explain what is
white culture and white identity?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
That was ridiculous.
And he couldn't go, well, I hope you saw that comment I put on there. Every time you're lying, you always start replying with a stutter because you don't know what to say and you're thinking of a lie to replace him to stutter. But Gene Simmons, he's always had that reputation. He straight out says he's not a racist. You may not be, but your opinion about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame gives you that aura of racism because now you're trying to seclude hip hop. Now, he didn't say anything about, other than opera, he didn't say anything about Mexican. He said hip hop, and which tells me this is
Johnny Cash is in there.
Yeah, damn, Harold. Harold just go down the list. Yeah, it's a lot of people in there.
The Drifters is in there, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, and coming back to you, conspiracy brother, you can see what they're saying. Basically, he's talking about anything that is not considered rock and roll should not be in there. Well, if that's the case, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will not be the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because if you take any, genre out of it, you only stuck with one. And a lot of people won't be, visiting the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They won't be making the money. It won't be, an attraction to me. Right. Does that make sense, or if I'm off track?
What I'm understanding is that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame essentially is a musical overlay of music itself as the Hall of Fame.
Like the Football Hall of Fame.
Okay, so with that being said, then I just think he just got a problem with hip hop. And I don't even think it's necessarily black people that he got a problem with. I think he just has a problem with that genre of music because
that's right.
A lot of people
he kept saying hip hop
but you got to realize it's a very abrasive music to some people who aren't used to that. So I can understand again from that aspect. But if it's a musical Hall of Fame, then
3-6 Mafia is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Since it's being a musical covering music all in general, not just specifically rock and roll, then he just got an issue with hip hop.
And the question let me ask you this on conspiracy brother. You say that hip hop can be abrasive, but Elvis Presley was called abrasive when he was moving his hips because they never seen a white man move their hip. And,
his hips.
Yeah, we took that shit to a whole nother level.
But I guess what I'm saying is at that time that could have, you know, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because he's moving his hips like that in front of everybody, you know, young kids and women falling out for him. You know, that genre of music should not consider to be rock and roll. I mean, not rock and roll, but abrasive, like you said about hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? It's
He just got a problem with the music itself and not the. He just got a problem with that part of the music being initiated into that. Which again, it's a musical Hall of Fame, so suck that shit up and don't listen. Right. It's still gonna be there. Don't listen.
And that's what it is. That Pharaoh King it's your taste. You know, just like when we talked about the Super Bowl halftime. Hey, if you didn't like it, turn it off. Oh, turn on what you want to listen to. Just because it's not your your genre and what your taste is, who are you to say that? Hey, this doesn't belong in there. Just like your music, Kiss music. I really don't care for it, but you're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so hey, it is what it is.
Tight, the Pips are in that bitch. I don't care either.
We know a bunch of people that say, but I'm just saying, yeah. But I'm just saying for him to come out, and this is not just something that he just started saying. He's been saying this for a while. He was saying this for a while. And then if you think about Grandmaster Flash should be in the Hall of Fame for a bunch of reasons, but Grandmaster Flash is the reason why the turntables are doing what they're doing now. Before Grandmaster Flash, the turntable wasn't able to do that back and forth, the stretching. You understand what I'm saying? So he invented a style of music, you know, because he's one of the cornerstone, one of the pioneers. He invented a style of music that wasn't there before. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You preach to the choir here.
No, we just having a conversation. No, we having a conversation. I'm just saying to the fact that when you speak of a person like Grandmaster Flash at the birth of hip hop, you know, that's where he blew my mind when he said that he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame, where that he basically created the style of music that is the #1 music that people listen to in the world. Go ahead, Pharaoh.
No, what we always saying. Listen, guys, just like what we talked about with the Football Hall of Fame or the inductees on Wednesday night. Are you qualified to make the call on who can and cannot join the club?
Yeah.
He obviously does not pass the test because he doesn't understand music history. He don't understand that these ghetto people, because I'm pretty sure you're a trailer trash when you fucking got your damn first outfit and decided to bite the head off a bat. So
that's Ozzy Osbourne.
Inspired.
That's totally different person.
No. He did it too.
Okay, then.
He did it too, guys.
Yeah, but he bit the head off a skunk.
It don't matter what he did. So what I'm saying is he had to go do crazy stuff for him to gain the fame that he has off of the backs of people that pioneered it before him. So all these other people he's saying, give them time. Those people will eventually get in the Hall of Fame. But because you have the hate for somebody or disdain for a certain type of music, that's your fault. That's a personal opinion.
Yeah.
So keep your mouth shut and live off your royalties from the bullshit that you've done and keep it moving. Yeah. Because like you said, he's not well versed in the history of how things are done or what the Academy puts forth for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to even have inductees. Yeah. So the hell what he got to say? I don't care about Gene Simmons. You can go suck a fat dick, as far as I'm concerned.
Fuck about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But like I say though, you know, if anything, I think that's part of the issue is that it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If it was called the Music Hall of Fame, I don't think he would have anything to say. But
no, man, on the street, that is not the issue.
Pharaoh, let me say what I got to say. I'm just saying, man. I'm talking about the way that he's thinking. He's thinking he's just thinking rock and roll is the only thing that needs to be in there. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying if it was named the Music Hall of Fame, he couldn't have anything to say because that encompassed everything. He's stuck on.
Would that bring anybody?
No, but what I'm saying is, but he's
nobody.
I guess what I'm saying, but he's stuck on the name rock and roll That's
Right.
what I'm saying. And Chuck D even
He
say,
played heavy metal, so that's even
Yep.
something different.
yeah, and Chuck D even say that yeah, you could the rock
What,
part you can
nigga?
talk
We
about.
talking about some serious shit. You worry about my
Yeah.
hair.
But the
Get a
roll
job.
part with Chuck D say that is the rhythm, that is the beat, that you hear that rhythm
Mm-hmm.
with roll, that makes you want to move, and that encompasses the music of all genres. Tim Dog.
Yeah. To be eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, an artist, band, or musician must have released their first commercial recording
20
at least
years.
25 years
25,
prior
okay.
to the year of the nomination. Nominees must demonstrate significant musical excellence, influence, and impact on the development of rock and roll, with winners chosen by an international voting body. So it's not just a select group of people. This
Well,
is
it does say rock and roll specifically.
Rock and roll is not a
no,
genre of music.
influence, but it says influence. That means you could have wrote something for another genre and it went to rock and roll. It could be that,
I'm just
like you
saying when
said
he got-
earlier, doing
when he
a
got
compilation.
arguing
So
points.
well, it depends on your definition of contributing to the rock
Well,
and roll.
I think it depends on your definition of rock and roll.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people, think rock and roll is one way, and a lot of other people think it's just like Pharaoh say, heavy metal. Is that rock and roll, or is it heavy metal? See what
It's
I'm
all
saying?
the
So
same
yeah,
thing.
it's
all
semantics. No, yeah, it's all music. That's what I'm saying. It's semantics.
Yep.
You know,
It's the
you might
least
say,
Hall of Fame, goddamn it.
yeah, you might say heavy metal. Like I said,
Damn.
I'm
That's
not a
like really
poker.
feel.
I'm not a poker listener, but hey, if poker get in there, shit, all right.
Okay,
then.
so here, listen to this. I want y'all to listen. You ready?
Go for
Rock
it.
and roll is this distinct genre of popular music that emerged in the United States during the late 40s and 50s. It developed from a fusion of African American styles like rhythm
Yeah.
and blues,
Blues,
gospel,
that's
and
right.
jazz,
That's correct.
Yep.
right? Blended with country music. So, with that being said, we in there.
Yeah.
Chuck Berry was rock and roll. Lord
Chuck Berry,
Richard was rock and roll.
Chuck Berry's the first rock and
Elvis
roll
Presley,
superstar.
yeah.
No, Chuck
And
Berry
Chuck-
was the first rock and roll superstar. Him and
Yeah,
him and
Elvis Presley.
Little Richard. Little Richard
Lord Richard was
and
in
Chuck
it. Yeah.
Berry. They are the pioneers of rock and roll. And then the rock and roll
Yeah.
that we listen to right now is not the same rock and roll back in the day. But everybody is their
Opinionated.
opinions. Yeah, it's your opinion. And like I said, music is music. If they let you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that means that you deserve to be there. Fellas,
That's right.
man, we got to have a little fun because my goddamn nephew, my goddamn cousin, he say something about hair. Oh shit. Like I say, great minds think alike. He was talking about Pharaoh King's shirt. I saw this. I wanted to have the conversation because I'm the only one on here
No,
without
this
hair.
probably his card on there.
Last week. It's from last week.
Yeah. I'm the only one over here without hair. So I don't go to the barber shop. So fellas,
Nope.
Them know what I'm talking about.
let's talk about this. I know, but yeah, I know what you talk about too, motherfucker.
Let me tell you something. Barbershops going out of business right now because the price is too high. This economy is humbling everybody, even in the hair industry. Barbershops have reportedly lost $412 million from vacant chairs because of the high price of haircuts. Men are not getting their haircuts like they used to. Haircuts used to be $20 when I was growing up, and shape-ups used to be $7. Nowadays, haircuts start at $100, and that high price point is causing men to go to YouTube and learn how to cut their own shit. Men are complaining about these barbers overcharging them for massages in Beijing and the goddamn black spray. It's getting to a point where men are opting to go bald because it's cheaper. Let's do the math. If a man go to a barbershop once a week and pay $100 for a cut, it's 52 weeks in a year. So that's $5,200 a year that a man spends on haircuts. And in 5 years, that's $26,000. That's a down payment on a house. That's too expensive, especially in this economy where we in a recession right now. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. That's why I don't have hair. That's why I don't go to the barber shop right now. You know, talking to y'all
Nah,
fellas,
that ain't
I
the
don't
reason
think.
why.
I don't think no, because I don't have hair. That's exactly the reason why.
That's heredity.
I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come to you first. I was gonna come to you, Tim Dawson. Fuck you. I'm coming to you back to you, Pharaoh, as you comb your beard and shit. I can comb my beard. I got a little bit on my face, but I don't think prices around here is $100. I don't know what you pay for a haircut. What?
That's in LA.
Yeah. So how much do you pay for a haircut if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, so my barber is $50.
God,
And I do know in some areas around here it's 75.
yeah. So it's so I don't.
Now,
You don't pay for
Atlanta is
Jay.
100.
You don't pay for Jay and his haircut. Jay pay for his own haircut now.
No, Jade has his own partner that does his
Okay.
thing. So
All right.
but you know, but that guy, he's not licensed, but the guy does pretty good hair.
Okay.
But with that being said, I don't go once a week either.
Okay.
That's why I have my own clippers downstairs. I trim my hair to a point, and then when it gets to, you know, like if I want to go somewhere or do something, then I'll go to him to get that nice clean cut. So it's usually maybe like once a month that I'll go to a barber. Go to see him.
Okay.
Yeah, so so I understand what he's saying because there's a lot of guys that do it, but this guy here, no, I'm like him. I YouTubed it. I got my clippers for Christmas. I got my new cordless clippers, and man, I trimmed myself up, and I looked pretty damn good when I went to that funeral last week. So
yeah, and Tim Dawg, another brother with hair. You know, I don't know what the prices are. What do you pay for your haircut to be in Waco?
I paid $35.
Okay.
And then I always tip up, round up to like 40.
Okay.
So I'm like $100. Fuck that. I'll be just like Pharaoh or Conspiracy Brother 20 years ago.
Yeah, man, no, I do know out in Atlanta it's $100.
Yeah, and with that, yeah, that's crazy. And like you say, a lot of barbers are basically going out of business because they're charging $100. I don't think you even cut your hair no more.
They say it's because of supplies and the supplies that they need to keep the store running has increased due to these
bullshit
years of tariffs. I'm not the Tim. That's what I'm saying. They're saying. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the business, but I do know $100 is way too damn much just for a cut or lineup. You're not even getting the razor and all the facial stuff. You're not getting any of that. You're just getting a beard trim and haircut. That's it.
Yeah. You heard Conspiracy Brother, not Conspiracy Brother. We heard Mad Professor say bullshit. Why is it bullshit, Mad Professor?
Because when you buy shit in bulk the way they do and wholesale the way they do, you're not paying what I'd pay if I went somewhere to buy the shit. You're just not.
Like Walmart.
Right. So I mean the reason that they do $100 is because and the barber explained it. They see other cats who are more established being able to charge and get more from their clients. So they're fresh in and thinking, hey, I can do the same thing. And they start charging more, which makes the barber that's more established start charging even more because he needs to stay above that newbie. So people will think he good.
Competition.
It's competition within the barbershop itself. And because I'm going to tell you, the last time I went to a barber, it was for my 40th birthday. I was supposed to go. I set an appointment to, and then the other thing about these barbers, and I'm gonna say this about the young ones especially, they don't give a shit about nobody's fucking time because I set up an appointment to get my hair cut the day of my party before I left Baton Rouge and drove to New Orleans to get my party, and Conspiracy Brother was there. I set up an appointment for 6:30 when they open. I get there 6:30. They had already opened. And the dude I set the appointment with said, bro, I'm about an hour behind, bro. You can wait. Motherfucker, no, I can't wait.
Yeah.
No, I cannot wait. I set an appointment to be the first person in your fucking chair. Go.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm gonna get I'm like, dude, you don't even have to worry about me no more. I got the fuck out of there. And that day when for my party, I asked Conspiracy Brother, I said, hey, take these clippers and shave my head down. I'm about to shave all this shit off. Ain't been back since. That was 12 years ago. I'm gonna tell you the shit about it was the shit about it was he was charging 40. I'm like, bro, 40. I don't have that much hair, dude. because I got my hair cut weekly. So why would you charge me 40?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know
but
what?
the thing about
Damn
it is,
this.
at least keep your damn appointment if you're gonna charge them.
Right.
You know what I'm
and that was my problem. That and another dude I had went to, when he lined me up, he gouged he wasn't paying attention. Number one, he wasn't paying that much attention. So every time somebody that walked past the shop window that he knew, he'd start chopping it up with them. I'm like, dude, I'm on my fucking lunch break. Could you please finish my hair for me? Please finish my hair on my face. He using the edges. Apparently they weren't very sharp, so he gouged me out. I had a scar in my lining all around my face and all around my face and my head for a week and a half because he was gouging my ass out. I'm like, you know what?
Getting your ass back, motherfucker. Don't rush me.
Bro, I wanted to go and beat his ass when I realized what was happening.
I would have.
Yeah,
but I'm like, you know what? I'm not.
What are you doing?
Now, granted, like I said, that was in Baton Rouge, where honestly it took us a good year to find a good black hair a good barber to cut black hair, because I wasn't going too deep into the ghetto to go find one. But I'm still. Yeah, you're damn straight. I was scary shit on that.
I wasn't on. Hey, conspiracy brother, do you go to the barbershop to get your hair cut? And you take your boys?
I've been cutting my own hair since high school, man. I used to use a straight razor, and that's how I started cutting it. And when I messed it up, then I go to the barber. And
right.
Once I got to the military, I bought me some clippers, and I just learned how to cut my shit myself.
So you take your boys, or you cut your boys as well?
I cut their hair.
Okay, then you cheap ass.
So I ain't being cheap. It's called thrifty.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, can't you tell he cut his boy's hair? Anyway.
Hey, man, Professor. I was thinking the same thing.
Before we go.
That shit's
That's fucked up.
No, I agree to say.
Like I said,
What's up, brother?
I guess. Goddamn, Tim, dog. We all try to talk.
I'm sorry,
I guess I haven't been to the barbershop, like I said, since 1999.
Damn.
Once I started,
Nigga said 19. Goddamn.
Hey, I forgot them years even existed. Shit.
19. God damn. My daughter was born in 2005. God damn.
When the movie Barbershop came out, his ass was confused. Like, what's this?
They had those.
But once I started going bald, I had to go to the barbershop. Like y'all, I just get my clippers or razors, do whatever. But I was with my brother. And he said we went to where he gets his hair cut at. And this guy, he was open on a Sunday, and the guy only charged them $10. And he said the reason why he only charged them $10 because he got a bunch of older guys, church going brothers, and he know that they can't afford the high prices, so he keep it at $10, so that if they need to get their hair cut before they go to church, they can come in there to get their hair cut. But he does that because he say that he knows the struggle for older people, and I guess when I hear things about $100, and we know older people are basically, especially if they're on a set income, $100 to me is a little bit money. Is a lot of money. And to me, I think that's why some of these barbers are losing money, because they're losing. I think I heard you say something, Matt Professor, earlier. They're losing the spirit of being a barber, because the barbershop supposed to be the place where you go and have a good time.
Conversate, exactly.
Conversate, but now it's all about how much money can I make, Matt Professor.
Right. And like I said, that's kind of the biggest issue I have with barbers, because you'll see, hey, y'all, come get your cut for the holidays. I'm running a special, $75. The fuck, $75? For most of these cats don't recognize, for $75, $100, they could buy their own clippers and learn to cut their own damn hair. Yeah, they just could. And the thing of it is, it's funny. I started cutting my hair. My hairline wasn't bad, but my hair was I was going gray, and I wasn't gonna have that. So I just decided to start cutting the shit. But the thing of it is, like I said, that was the one thing here before Katrina that And even sometime after driving back and forth to the city, I'd go to the same barber I always went to because everybody in there knew everybody else. You walk in, everybody like, hey, what's up? What's going on?
Yeah.
Good to see you here this.
Yeah.
Good to see you here this weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
And
It's
those
personal.
barbers, those kind of barbers don't exist because even the barber that Conspiracy Brother and I went to, Dennis on Ferret Street, his son took over the business and ran it into the ground. And like I said, these young cats don't have the spirit of they don't recognize that back in the day, the barber is where, say, people put together the Black Panther Party met up. People who started the civil rights movement hooked up, and it all start conversating.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Say criminal organizations.
Whatever you want to say, nigga. But the problem is, like I
Paula
said,
P.
what's going
real,
on, Miss
for
Paula?
real.
You know I miss you, girl. You know I miss you. But that's kind of the problem is, like I said, there is no camaraderie at the barbershop anymore. It's all about, hey, what you got this day? What you got that day? What you got? What you got that I could take? And like I said, if you go into a barbershop, they playing music, they got the TVs blaring. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking at all.
It come to you, Conspiracy Brother. You know, when you did go, do you see that as a loss of like said that on barbershop? What's my man name? Man, damn it.
Damn, Tim.
You talking about Ice Cube?
Not Ice Cube, the other dude. I say said, but it's not
Common?
said. No, goddamn, not Common. The old dude, the funny dude, man. Oh, Said
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah, I was saying it right. Said the Entertainer, like you say. But the barbershop is used to be our black, where we go to hang out. Yeah, everything. You know, that was our go-to when you just want to get out and hang with the fellas. Have we lost that identity in the black community, Conspiracy Brother?
I like once I left New Orleans, I stopped going to the barbershop myself. So, but when I would go on occasions, you would.
Hold up, man. Hold up. I just saw Paula. Goddamn. I just saw Paula. What the hell she just say? Paula, you about to got the F word, Miss Paula.
I'm not jealous.
I'm not
at
messing
all.
you, Paula. You crazy. The old dude saying the old dude.
She must have a Budweiser in her hand.
Yeah. Go ahead, Conspiracy Brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm saying, kind of sort, because again, shit, ain't nobody about to spend all that money in the barbershop. Nobody want to spend $100 for a haircut. So, like I said, when I went and got my hair braided, it was kind of a mixed shop. So,
you can say you got it at a salon. You can go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a barber shop.
It's
She's
accepted.
a barber, but she braided hair too. She do all the shit. So,
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't know. I can't call it.
Yeah, and Pharaoh, when you do go, do you still feel that camaraderie when you go to the barbershop? Are they having conversations about politics, sports, or whatever, or it's just a place that you just go get your hair cut? I'm next, get in the chair, done, and you're out.
No, you make appointments with the guy that I go to.
Okay.
And with that being said, if I'm there early, or if I'm in the chair and somebody comes early, usually we're in conversation about whatever, the daily or weekly or monthly, activities going. We usually talk about the sports, especially if it was a good game on Monday night or something of that nature. And some of the stuff I relay from us, our conversations that we have. So we're good at that. And it's pretty good atmosphere. He has little biblical sayings on the walls and stuff like that. He has a pool table, chessboard, and some dominoes. Okay. Stuff that we used to do in the barbershop. But I will say,
go ahead.
Yeah. What I will say, the shop that he used to work at, it started getting the way we're talking about. You try to come in there, but it seemed like somebody would say something sleepy at another person. And I believe between the ages of people and where you're trying to go, that was a problem. Because the younger people don't really have any respect for us anymore. They think, you know, you hear them talking. They don't want to listen to what can happen. They already know everything. And they're out there trying to hustle instead of listening to how to become businessmen. And I believe that's a big deal that we have a problem with in the community as well.
Yeah. Before I come to you, Tim Dog, Conspiracy Brother, you had something you wanted to say?
Just because he said about making appointments, because now you make appointments more than you just like sitting there waiting your turn. So that has something to do with it too.
So you're saying that the appointment, making appointments took away from the conversation that the brothers could be having.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they want you to make an appointment so that they can get as many asses in the chair as they can, rather than, you know, you back in the day, you walk into the barbershop, you might have a 30-40 minute wait, but you could talk to everybody so you didn't mind. Now they want you to make a damn appointment so they know who's gonna be there, who not gonna be there. They don't have to go to the shop and waste their time if nobody want to sit in their chair, because like Conspiracy Brother tell you, everybody at Dennis's barbershop wanted Dennis to cut their hair. Nobody wanted Carl to cut their hair, even though Carl was good at it. Everybody just trusted Dennis more.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too, right? Everybody had their favorite barber. You're right about that.
Can I say this? Can I say that for Tim Dog? Say this, Paula. You don't call me old. Now you talking shit about the light skin. You drink a lot of that there, but
who's the light skin nigga on here?
Paula is owning her shit tonight. Paula is owning her shit tonight. You love Tim. You missed the math.
Light skin nigga on here.
You missed the math professor.
That little baby over there.
You understand with Tim Dog called me fucking old, and you say maybe because you light skinned nigga. People hey,
you know what? Hey, Paula, I equate that to the ER since you're from Africa. And so,
wow.
Hey,
don't you talk about my Paula like that?
Calm down, old man. Okay, thank you. Paul, we just messing with you. Tim, now, what you got to say about it, man? Like we say, yeah. It's just the fact that, like, when I was growing up, you know, you go to the barbershop, and it goes back to something else. It was a family thing because I went. Right. My uncles went to this barbershop, so I went to the barbershop. I'm gonna take my kids to the same barbershop, and that has been lost because now, like they say, the prices are outrageous, and like I say, a lot of older men can't afford that price, and especially if you are a father of four, your haircut and those four, and they charge you because kids don't get no discounts no more.
Not no more. No.
I got something else. Where's the little spiral thing outside? We like to see the little spiral thing. They don't even have that anymore.
I want to see the little spiral thing going around.
I want to see a little spiral thing out there. That's the barbershop right there. Now they got a style trying to be all professional. Yeah. Give me the spiral thing.
Yeah. Tim Dog, what you got to say? You want to see the spiral thing when you go, Tim Dog?
Nah. No, I don't want to do that, but, you know, I agree with the, you know, the culture of the barbershop has changed. The barbershop that I go to, it's a young guy, but he has old soul, if that makes any sense. He doesn't allow the kids to run around. If the kids are in there, the parents have to be there. And I hate when kids be up in there running around doing their own shit and nobody controlling them. Then on top of it, he'll say something. Hey, control your kids, because if you won't, Waco PD will. So but it starts with the owner of the shop or who's in charge of that shop, you know, to set the rules, the boundaries, and what needs to go on. I hate going into a barbershop where, like Mad Professor said, you got the barber, he's cutting your hair, and he's talking to everybody, and for the same reason that, you know, Mad Professor, I don't say anything unless it hurts or you're doing something I don't like. I don't say anything because they can get back at your ass and not say anything. So.
Oh yeah, without question.
Yeah.
That's why you don't say shit until you're getting up out that chair.
There you go. Yeah. And that's just the culture of the young guys. You know, they feel like, you know, they can do whatever they want because they making the money. You have to come see them, but they don't realize that without us, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
And that person, the personability, it's gone. You know, I remember going to the barbershops, and like you said, before the appointments, you sit around and you talk. At our shop, you have appointments, but he does like walk-ins too. He has a pool table and the table for everybody to play cards, and a pop machine for the kids that don't have to pay, water for the customers, things like that to draw the customers in, as well as being a well-respected barber, because he's just, he's like that. He's one of those old soul barbers.
Yeah. Conspiracy brother, were you with us when we went to Atlanta to the strip club? Went to Body Tap. It was me, Smitty. Okay, all right. Well, that's a story for a different day then. Okay, I was just curious. No, the reason why I say that because we went to the strip club. I don't think Body Tap there anymore. We went to the strip club in Atlanta. That's when they had a conference in Atlanta for dental. We went there. As soon as we walked in, they had a barber. They had the barber shop in the strip club. That's the first time I've ever seen a barber shop in a strip club. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck a barber shop?
Oh, they was using that spiral pole for some other shit other than getting in customers for the shop.
Get the pole on.
All right, grease the pole, line your hair. All right. I got you.
But before we close this out, I want to say, ask this for a round robin. Is that part of the problem, though, Matt Professor, the appointment? Because they got to get more, like you say, more ass in the seats. So once you get your hair cut, you can't sit around to compensate. You got to go because they got to make that spot for somebody else.
Well, yeah, and like I said, that's kind of my issue. That's kind of the issue with it, because they don't want to show up if nobody gonna come sit in their chair. And I mean, I understand it to a point, because there are fees you're paying for to use that chair, to rent that space. But if you cold at your job, you don't have to worry about people not showing up.
What do you say about that, conspiracy brother? Did the appointments, when you had to make an appointment to go get your hair cut, does that have something to do with why barbers are basically charging what they're charging so they can get more seats, more ass in the seats, instead of having people
more money with less ass?
Yeah. Thank you. Sitting around and conversating like they used to.
Straight trick.
Well, because they know people need and want haircuts, so they took advantage of the opportunity and kind of fucked themselves at the end of the day by being too greedy.
Yeah. You agree with that, Farrell?
Because there's a lot of people who learn how to cut their hair on their own because of the barbershop.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You
agree with that, Farrell?
I would also add that with that being said, I would add that if you fail, they still get paid.
Right.
So
I didn't know that. So if you don't come to your appointment,
square thing or whatever, you set your appointment. They're still gonna get 25 out your ass. So you might as well show up.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, some of them do that. Yeah.
All right, Tim Dog, close it out, man. Because you always talking about your hair and shit.
That shit is pasted on anyway.
Yeah, I know. He got that big. He got that big Gene Black. Yeah, shit. That motherfucker. That's why he got. That motherfucker take that damn white shirt off. That shit be black by the end of the night.
Look like Jalen Brown. Look like Jalen Brown. Look at
God damn.
No, as you can see, my shit is not pasted on.
Let's see the inside of that shirt. Let's
it
see
ain't
the
lying
inside
there
of
with
shit. Black as hell. That shit black as hell. Let's see the inside of your shirt. That shit black as hell. When you put your head through the hole, that motherfucker got to bring around the collar.
Bruh.
You ever see the button-up T-shirt? Tim Dog got him.
Oh wow!
From the back.
I was gonna say from the back. I was gonna say the buttons on the back. You beat my ass to it, Tim.
Go ahead, close it out, Tim Dog.
The knuckles being cold.
Yeah. Paula say, it's the knuckle.
Wow. That ain't right.
Don't need a brush. You got that right.
Well, y'all ain't no good at all.
You gotta
remember back in the day, you go to back in the day, we go to the barbershop, get a good story, hear some gossip. Now it's more or less, hey, get your ass in, and the young guys talking to somebody coming in hustling. There are no values and ethics in a lot of barbershops. Like the barber I go to, I like going there because he has set of rules for kids, adults, and it's a good vibe and atmosphere. You have the good music, never anything hard or serious, and you have sports talk, and that's what we need back in here, a sense of community. It's not there anymore. Remember, back in the day, the barbers were also the surgeons, and that's why they had that little candy stripe outside their door, because they did more than just cutting hair. And that was a way of recognizing where you can go to. So now it's lost its value, it lost its purpose, and it's lost its what's the word I'm looking for? Nostalgia of a good place to go to have a community meeting.
Safe place.
Yeah.
Thank you. A safe place. Thank you.
The barbershop
like
used to be
everyone's-
our club, our clubhouse, our community club, or whatever you want to call it.
Social club.
Social club, but now it's not. But I'm not gonna say it's not. Some people are still doing. Like I said, the young man that still all he charges $10 because he does other stuff besides being a barber. So the barber is just something that he does for the older gentleman in his community to give back to the community.
A selfless service.
Yeah, and why? And of course, he said alcohol in there too, so he makes money off the alcohol. See, that's a smart move. Get drunk, I cut your hair. You don't know if I mess your line up or not until you sober up. But it is what it is. But people like that still exist. Some barbers, like y'all all saying, are out gouging people. If I spend $100, man, you got to get them nuts hair, the ass hair, the hair out my damn ear. You got to get my nose hair. I want every goddamn hair on my goddamn body trim.
Ass hair, chest hairs.
Hey,
just cut my beard for me. I'm good.
Y'all walk to the barber shop. Be like, we not going there again. They had the man on the street. He's up in the barber chair with his ass spread wide. Make sure you get it right.
This
Trim it up.
is busting it open to get his damn haircut. Ain't that a
yeah? About spending $100.
No,
you need to get every goddamn hair I need to get.
No, I'd have an afro coming out my ass before I let somebody trim my ass.
On the street gonna be
out of your goddamn mind.
Me and shorty.
Hey, but be walking in. Hey, y'all be walking in. Which clippers did you use on the man on the street? I don't want those clippers.
Man, don't forget my feet. Don't forget my feet.
I'm not going to. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Man. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Miss Paula, as well. What Joe say? My grandfather had a shop. I was a kid, and he had a shoe shine stand. Yeah. They don't even shoe shine shoes no more. Yeah, for the old players to get their shoe shine.
Unless you at an airport.
Yeah. They don't even have that anymore.
Courthouses.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all had a good time, laughed dust. But we got an after show coming up next, where we will be talking about this. Oh my goodness, I heard this, fellas. I want to hear what y'all got to say because this shit was crazy to me. Where's it at? I know I got it. Well, it's Valentine's Day. I find it. It's Valentine's Day. So, fellas,
actually, it's Friday the 13th.
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but this guy, he should be following Friday the 13th because he's crazy. Fellas, tomorrow, don't be this guy. He's sexual assaulting that sign because the sign say stop.
I'm about to say that stop sign said the right stop. Stop.
Yeah.
That sign is absolutely right. God damn. I wonder if they cut the video just before he pulled this shit out. God damn.
That nigga had to be high.
We gonna talk about that, man, because that shit was crazy to me. But before we go,
what was crazy was his ankles.
Yeah.
Some slippers.
Oh, that shit was funny to me. But before we go, ladies and gentlemen, he's been gone for a while, but now he's back. Bad Professor, tell him why you mad.
Well, let me tell you this. I watched some of the stupid ass congressional hearing with Pam Bondi.
Oh,
over the Epstein issue. This bitch, and I know some people not gonna like me calling this bitch a bitch, but she was a bitch. Had the audacity to not only not answer questions, but obfuscate so horribly that she came off as not knowing shit about shit. And I mean, every question they asked this bitch, well, did you do this? The stock market is above 50,000 points. Name me a normal person who cares about the fucking stock market. Okay, name me a person that was able to vote for Felon 47 who gives a damn about the stock market, because most of them don't have even 5 cents to pay their goddamn electric or gas bills. And this stupid ass woman sitting here talking about the stock market rather than answering questions as to why this administration hasn't released the Epstein files the way they were supposed to, fully unredacted except for the names of victims, although they've redacted a bunch of the sexual assault the people that committed sexual assault. And why are they taking their time in doing it and deleting files as they go? And like I said, she didn't want to answer one damn question because she perjured herself in doing. She would have perjured herself. I mean, she perjured herself a couple times anyway, but she truly would have perjured herself and put Felon 47 where his pedophile ass belongs, in jail. But it just goes to the fucking point that these people don't give a shit about nothing because they know they're untouchable. The goddamn Supreme Court has made Felon 47 basically untouchable, and his people are acting like they're part of they're part of that untouchable part, not realizing he don't give a damn about them because he pre-pardoned them already.
Exactly.
This administration is fascistic in a way that I don't see how these Americans, quote unquote, are still supporting this shit. If you're an American, how in the hell can you support any of this shit? And then to think that she did okay. I mean, that's just as bad as these fucktards thinking that Kid Rock did something great on Sunday. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. And then
he didn't do it Sunday. He did it Friday, and they recorded it, played it on Sunday.
They are asking. Some Republicans are asking for her to resign, though.
But they're trying to ask her to resign to protect Felon 47, and that's all that's about. They don't care that they don't care that she's protecting him. They just care that she looked bad doing it.
Exactly. Well,
remember this though.
Remember this.
Richard Nixon didn't go to jail, but his attorney did.
For
for
Watergate.
That's because Gerald Ford pardoned him.
Yeah,
right.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Been a while, but he's back. He came back with a vengeance. My main man, Professor Whip. Tell him why you mad. Ladies and gentlemen.
How do they get away with not answering questions? They're under oath.
They're getting away with it now because not being held accountable for it.
Right. Exactly. If they were being held accountable, that it'd be different. But the fact that the Republicans are running cover and you have that fucktard Jim Jordan, who is also protected a sexual assaulter before when he was the president of Ohio State. Or one of the administrator in Ohio State protecting her ass by saying she's answering the question, let her answer. She wasn't answering shit, Jim, and you fucking know it.
It is. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to after show, we all like to give you something to think about, something funny, or better yet, where the fuck Tim Dog get that from? Wrong one. That's not it. That's not it. Go, Tim Dog.
Alabama elected a black sheriff in 1966, and the Klan put a $50,000 bounty on his head, but what Lucius Amerson did next made them regret it forever. When every white deputy quit, Amerson hired Vietnam veterans who killed for America and now killed for justice. His deputies didn't arrest Klan members. They disappeared them. 17 Klan leaders vanished during his 8 years. Must have left town, Amerson would say. The FBI investigated, but every black person in Macon County stayed silent. When the Klan shot up his house, 2 Klan families' barns mysteriously burned. When they bombed his office, 3 Grand Dragons got found floating in the river. He turned their terror tactics against them. White folks stopped wearing sheets real quick when the hunter became hunted. Alabama erased him from history books because he proved black power could destroy white supremacy. The Klan offered $50,000 for his head, but lost 20 members learning why you don't threaten a black sheriff with nothing to lose. Google won't show you this truth.
That's Lucius Emerson, Lucius Davenport Anderson from Macon County, Alabama. Actually, he was born in Clinton, Alabama, but he is a Korean War vet who, like they said on the video, served as the first black sheriff elected in the state of Alabama after Reconstruction. Now, in Macon County during that time, this was after Lyndon Johnson signed the 1965 Civil Rights Act. And as a result of that, Sheriff Anderson was elected as sheriff of that county. Now, Macon County at the time is 80% black. So a lot of the black people in that county, they couldn't vote for him. So this goes to show that white people believed in civil rights in Alabama, even though they never showed it out publicly. So they showed it in the election ballots. As a matter of fact, Lucius was indicted for federal charges when an inmate was allegedly that the sheriff and one of his deputies beat him up. Now, what happened was this person, his name was Wilbert Harris. He was being arrested for a DUI. When he got to the police station, he grabbed one of the officers' guns and started shooting. And once he got apprehended, they whooped his ass. Now, the federal prosecutor tried to give him. Say what? What the hell? Anyway, this federal prosecutor tried to get him for civil rights violations. When in turn, he got acquitted because there wasn't a grand jury that was going to indict him on the charge that he's being charged with, only because white officers been doing that for years in the county and got away with it. So why are they trying to use the same tactics against him? He died in 1994, had a heart attack, trying to open up a place called Captain Catfish after he retired. He was re-elected 4 times in Alabama, and they tried to erase, the state of Alabama tried to erase his history just because of who he was and what he did. And he was respected by both black and white. That's your little known Black History Month for February. Got something for you next week. You're going to love it.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Man,
Professor, you can stop that bullshit because you never heard of Lucius, have you? Y'all kiss my ass because y'all learned something.
Guess what? Lucius ain't heard of me either.
Yeah.
Lucius lived shorter than that, longer than that goddamn, a little bit shorter than that goddamn lesson we just learned on.
And the hair on your head, too.
He's going to break it down next week. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new segment. He doesn't even know. I need to get some wisdom from the Conspiracy Brother. Conspiracy Brother, you got some wisdom for me? I know you got something. What you got?
Lord.
Wisdom from the Conspiracy Brother. What you got?
It's Friday, so you know what I say. This is the only wisdom I can get. Don't do nothing stupid shit.
Okay.
What the hell?
All right. Next week, you need to have some wisdom because I got to put you a little segment together. You have some wisdom. Wisdom from, well, your aunt's favorite, your uncle's secret. That's what I'm going to call it.
God damn it, the universe's favorite, nigga.
your uncle's favorite.
Somebody at work today told a Tim Dog joke that I'm going to tell y'all after Pharaoh.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, what did Joe say?
Joe
was funny.
say
that his sister went to Tuskegee in the 90s and Sheriff Anderson's name was still ringing bells then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't play around either. White folk didn't even fuck with him.
There it is. But before we go, Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go? Make sure you shout out your social media as well while you're there.
Shout out to Black History Month. This is we want to know. Sorry. Anyway, my medication is getting to me. In honor of Black History Month, on February 7th, we want to honor the Jerry curl. The Jerry curl was a very popular hairstyle amongst black people from the 80s to the early 90s. Shout out to the Jerry curl.
There it is.
They're on number 71. Like,
Just don't
That's
wear
why
it in a Pepsi commercial.
that's why I'm bald now, because I had a Jerry curl.
Yep.
You wear that
Hey.
bag on my head at night. You had to get up in the morning, put that shit, make sure it's nice and wet,
Hey.
boy. Woo.
And that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I chose this today, because I said this would be good for the night, so he can reminisce.
See, fuck you, Farrell. Every time I got see.
Negro, please.
First one of the night. Negro, please. Without none.
None. There it is. But man, Mad Professor, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
Just a kind of Tim Dog joke. You don't have to put me on the big screen because this shit is stupid, just like Tim's jokes be. What do you call a terrorist in a swimming pool?
What do you call a terrorist in a swimming pool?
Flipper?
A bath bomb.
That's funny though. I get that one. That was
This bitch is crazy.
That shit is so
crazy.
I get it though.
Oh, you talking about like Tim's joke?
Yeah, like Tim's joke, but I get it though. That's funny though. A bad ball.
That shit's so stupid.
It's so funny that you have to laugh.
Exactly. If you notice, the only people laughing is the two old guys. Tim, that's me and you. Shit, me the only one laughing at it because it's funny. Shit.
We weren't the only ones. No,
we was the only one laughing. Look at Pharaoh looking like, man, what the hell?
Bro, that's how Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Pharaoh,
Yeah.
that's how I felt when that shit was told. I'm like, what the fuck?
There it is. But man, conspiracy brother, man, besides telling people that it's Friday, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
Oh shit! It's the reverse of the comment tomorrow. Today is Friday the 13th, so don't go kill nobody and do no crazy shit like that.
What the hell?
Whatever you're on, I need you to get off of it.
don't hide it, divide it.
All right. Tim Dog, what you got for the people before we go, man? And make sure you shout out your social media as well.
You can follow me on Instagram, Father's Love 99. You know, love is a matter of chemistry. Sex is a matter of physics. So if you don't exercise your body, your sex will be short-lived. Take care of yourself.
There it is.
Who cares as long as you finish?
No, you may not finish. You're going to cramp up.
I'm going to get mine. You better get yours.
That's what I'm saying.
And as for
catch
me,
up,
ladies and
goddamn.
gentlemen, put myself in a big stream. As
Catch
for
up.
me, I don't have anything. My brothers already cover it. But you always find me at the Man on the Street show, man. I be dropping videos like hotcakes lately. And I'm getting a lot of compliments as well. A lot of people like the way I chop my videos up. So thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving comments, whether it's bad or good. Constructive criticism just make me work harder at it. But you also catch me at Creative Canvas Expressions. I always say, but I haven't put shit up on in a while. It reminds me of the Mad Professor.
Oh, Lord.
But I will be dropping something here soon, though. But you'll always catch us every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. All we do is talk about sports until we come to Tim Dog. He starts talking about other shit. But when we talk about sports, we do that very, very, very well. But you want to make sure you come back next Friday at 8 o'clock for 2 Cigars and a Blunt. Man, we always have a good damn time. Sometimes we talk about politics, news, and entertainment. But you will enjoy the time that you hang out with us. But you want to come back a little bit later for our after show we call Asked Out. That's when everybody gets the chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we go straight. We will make a right turn. And like Tim Dawg famously said, when we make that goddamn left, we're going to drive that bitch right off the goddamn left. And fellas, before we go to the after show, this is the video I wanted to play because I want us to talk about it in the after show. What are your thoughts on this?
I cheated on my husband and was honest with him when the DNA test came back that he was not the father of our child.
Damn.
We were planning to work things out, but I would have to give up the baby for adoption.
Okay.
I didn't think that it was right that he was making me choose between him and my child. He says he's going to divorce me if I keep the baby, but our marriage vows are for better or for worse. What kind of low-life husband would leave his wife to be a single mother if she doesn't want to give up her child for adoption? All I've been was a good woman to that man. I am so confused.
I want to know
advice?
how she a good woman. She
Diabolical that she put that I've been a good woman to man.
She literally got a baby outside her marriage. She didn't care about the vows, but she want him to.
So do you think it's fair? Like he's willing to work things out with her, but she got to get rid of the baby. What's your thoughts about that?
I want to hear your thoughts about that in the after
Oh
show.
man, I already got mine ready.
We're going to talk about it in the after show, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to make sure you come back for the after show. You want to come back for the after show in about 10 to 15 minutes to hear my brothers.
15 minutes. Let's go right now.
no, man, I got to change the music, change everything. I want the people to come back so that they can hear what the brothers has to say about this situation. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
Pharaoh King with an opinion right now. Yo, shit.
I just want to say this right now because I've been waiting 2 weeks to say it. Mad Professor, I do apologize. A couple of weeks ago, I said black on black crime, and I said I didn't, but I did. And I want to say I'm really sorry for that. No, really, because
you good.
I made a statement that wasn't true. And I'm the person who admits to is wrong.
Look, Tim, that's why we where we at, because we knew it.
Yeah.
I need to know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know what he's talking about.
Hey, Tim Dog can be more careful.
Oh, no joke. Good. The man professor in the booth.
It threw you off, didn't it? It threw you off.
Yeah, it really did.
You know what to do.
Let's go to the after show.
Let's go to the after show. Hey, y'all just make sure if y'all don't come watch the after show, be careful out there. It is Friday the 13th, like my main band conspiracy brothers say. Don't kill nobody and don't have nobody kill you. Until next weekend, y'all have a great weekend.
I love the game. I love the hustle. Be feeling like one of the ball playing niggas, you know, bird magic or something. Yeah, you know a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. If I leave, the fans still gonna love me?